I want to say a few players and stop me if any of these players you really want to dive a little bit more into or have something to say. But James Sands and Malik Tillman with Rangers. Obviously, we've seen Tillman now debut with them. Interesting loan move, and so now we get to see him potentially playing there, and James Sands maybe gaining more of a role with Rangers, and start getting that starting job every game in and game out, getting there in January of last year. A really interesting player, Jonathan Gomez, playing for Sociedad. What kind of minutes is he going to get this year? He's with the first team in preseason right now. Played a match already for them. Looked half decent in some of their attacking plays and just his ability on the left wing. He's playing pretty high up at times. Anything to say about him?
I just think with Jonathan Gomez, it'll be a really, really fascinating summer into fall, if he starts getting not even regular playing time with Sociedad, but if he starts making regular benches, if he starts making 1 to 2 appearances. I think if within the first 5 games of the season, if Jonathan Gomez is approaching 200 minutes, I think there's gonna be a lot of talk about
Get him in September. Get him in September. I'm not necessarily totally off Bello or whatnot, but there still is question marks there, and he could easily take that role.
Yeah. No, I think this was always going to be the year for Jonathan Gomez to take a step up. Realistically, he was only going to ever play at the level that he was at last year. I mean, Real Sociedad is a team that is challenging for top 4 in Spain pretty much year in, year out. And he was going there as an 18-year-old from, USL is a fantastic league. The USL pipeline is really, really grown over the past 3 seasons, but him going there as an 18-year-old from a relatively unproven league, I think this was always going to be the stepping stone for Jonathan Gomez. But look, he's clearly forced himself into the conversation. If he can continue to do that, and like I said, approaching 200 minutes within the first 5 games, I think there's a real conversation to be had, both from perspectives like ours and fan perspectives, but also from an internal USSF perspective, where, all right, are we going to pursue this kid? And if that's the case, then and I can't see Mexico not having those conversations either. If that's what it is, then Jonathan Gomez is rapidly going to have a decision to make, and I don't envy him at all for it, really. But